The Occupy San Diego movement is making its voice heard again. This time, a group calling itself the Women of Occupy put local Congressman Darryl Issa in its sight at one of his local events tonight. Fox 5's Jamie Chambers is in the newsroom with the group's criticism of Issa.
Yeah, Lauren, well, he's one of the most powerful congressmen in a while, certainly around here. He is also one of the wealthiest ever to sit in the House, but even Darryl Issa isn't immune to a good old-fashioned protest. And so really what they were frustrated with was the contraception issue that they've been dealing with for some time. Now, there was a panel that was held at the House discussing this controversial contraception where religious groups wouldn't be able to support the women who were insured by them. And so this whole issue has been, had a ton of problems. He said that he wouldn't change anything because his panel certainly had all men on that panel for that issue. But he said he wouldn't change anything while the protesters were calling on him to support more women issues. But he said he wouldn't change anything about the panel. But he did apologize that the debate did get out of hand. And this is what the congressman had to say in his own words.
Plenty of people have been inappropriate in what they've said, Rush, Foster Freeze, and others. But the issue is, in fact, two parts. Does government support and pay for women's health needs, including contraception in this country? Absolutely. Do we have a right to mandate that, Orthodox Jews eat ham sandwiches? No. It doesn't matter whether we think it's a good idea. They have a right, if they have religious beliefs, not to do certain things.
So certainly a lot of women that were at that protest were frustrated. We have more a package to show you later on in the show if we can get that up. But certainly this was a very, very frustrating issue for women, feeling like they didn't have a voice. But this will continue for some time, and Darryl Issa knows that this is going to be a certain wedge issue in his upcoming election. Lauren?
Jamie, something you said surprised me. He said he would not have changed the makeup of that panel if he had it to do over again. Being a politician, you would have think he would have seen maybe it would have been wiser to add some women.
Well, certainly you'd think that he would want to change that just because of this political issue that has come arise. But he says that it was a specific debate and it was religious clergymen that he wanted to hear from in that panel, in that discussion. He didn't believe it had to do with women's health issues directly, and he wanted to hear from what the religious groups believe that they should be able or should not be able to insure for. So he really wanted to hear what the religious groups had to say about that.
All right, we haven't heard the end of this. Jamie Chambers for us in the newsroom tonight.